Alright, let's play some stuff. Hey, Dezen. Moss Wiggle. It's cute. It's so cute. The Wiggle. Meowdy. Get out of here. Just shut up. Shut up. Don't you dare. Alright, let me turn this back up. I was thinking about playing a slice of life game, but I'm like, you know what, there's more Berserk. Why the hell wouldn't I play more Berserk? Because, I mean, it's kind of a slice of life, right? Oh, I gotta play this again! Fuck! Alright, well, let's just do it. I forgot! Might as well, right? Let's just do it. Shop. Buy. Oh, no, buy. I forgot I had to replay through this because it crashed last time. I hope it doesn't continue to crash. Otherwise, I will be playing my slice of life not anime. Slice of life game. Ah! Just get off. Just get off. How? How? Jesus. All these combos. There we go. So Griffith turned into Selena Schwarzberg? No, not yet. I have to... Technically, Guts has to go and try to rescue him first. This is like the in-between, basically. Where Guts is trying to do his own thing to kind of prove that he's worthy of, like, even of himself, basically. Hey, what's up, Sequel? Bakaga! I need to do voice acting. So how are you tonight, Sequel? And Steven. And Dyson. Even though Dyson came up with this fucking pun. Yeah, at this point in time, Griffith is still being tortured, basically. You're playing... I just couldn't get into Genshin Impact. I played it for a whole... I played it for like 20 or 30 minutes. I'll be honest. I tried it. And then I was like, I don't... This game definitely isn't for me. Tico's okay. Steve is producing Alpha Legion shit. Like, I understand the appeal for some people where it's like, oh, I get to fucking play with waifus and stuff, but I don't know. That's never been super fun for me, so. I'll just play with like Marvel superheroes, waifus. I mean, you know, to each their own, right? I just want to make sure this dumb butt doesn't get murdered. Oh, you motherfucker! Yeah, it does seem like a Soviet game, right? I bet he does play though. Stop hitting this fucking innocent woman and fight me like a big, strong, medieval man. Demon chicks with dicks. What game is that? Is that Genshin? I gotta protect this before I get fully engrossed into murdering people. She's trying to backdash out of that shit? Yeah! She's got nobody around her now. Mission cleared. You're welcome. You're welcome. This is only the beginning, Guts, because I have to get through this again. Where's this? Yeah. There we go. See, that's why I like playing that Marvel game. I can customize my hero however I want. Well, not really however I want, but you know, there's a bunch of costumes. So I can play dress up with like Spider-Man, and it feels good. Actually, you can like spec your character differently too. I found that out recently. Is this the biggest? I guess this is kind of the biggest area or concentration. There's more. Here, hop off. Have fun. From what I know about Genshin Impact, it's basically the character is what it is. Like, you have to level them up and everything too, right? They have a certain skill set, so you mix and match the characters that you want to give you that certain skill set, even though I'm sure there's a meta. I love the facial expressions they give fucking Guts. That dude just got fucking cut. I love it. Here we go. Bye. No, I need him to get here quick. Fuck it. Oh, you dirty fucking assholes. Oh! That dude got fucking cut in so many pieces. I love it. I love it. Using my phone stand as my controller holder for it now. Alright, let's see if it crashes now. Did it crash during a cutscene? I think it was trying to transition into a cutscene. We'll see what happens. We'll let this play out. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, I just want to... We saw this, and this is... After this, it fucking ate shit. Saving? Alright, we should be good. Tearless, yeah, the main character is garbage. The fucking little helper that follows you around was the most annoying thing for me, and that's why I could not continue to play that. Just because I was just like, her voice was so annoying and so grating. I just wanted it to fucking end. People turn her volume off. I don't blame them. She has a separate volume slider. I feel bad for the voice actress because I'm sure she was told to voice act a certain way and be, you know, annoying or very, very pressing with the things she wants to talk about. But it's really just fucking annoying. Passing by some village guts here is about a hunt called on Band of Thieves. Moreover, he learns that the thieves' leader's name is Casca. Just what has happened during this time, or his time away. Guts cannot contain his restlessness. Look at my spiky hair. Separate volume slider. That's not surprising. Do we get a video? We'll let this play out.
旅立ってから1年が経過していた。腕に自信のある者はおらぬか。功を挙げれば褒美は思いのままぞ。何があるんだ。近々領内で大掛かりな盗賊狩りがあってな。貴様腕が立ちそうだが参加してみぬか。悪いけど興味ねえな。俺は強そうなやつと手合わせしてみたいだけなんでね。それならば問題ない。族の女棟梁というのが何でも大の男10人がかりでも叶わぬすごい。
I'm not interested in your paltry bullshit.
女？1年前、都で反乱を起こした元傭兵だ。かの100年戦争では 随分と活躍したらしい。
Woman? Hey, bacon. It reminds me of fucking Willow.
そう、鷹の段だ。鷹の段とその女狩猟のキャスカだ。
Casca.
なんだと。
Nani? Like in Willow, where they're in the bar and Willow's trying to get milk for Laura Dannon, and Val Kilmer's like fucking some chick or whatever, or at least like, you know, trying to get with her or whatever, and she's like, "Oh shit, my husband's here," and he's like, "Oh," and he dresses up like a woman, and I don't know. Anyway, it was funny. Like he goes, they reveal that, you know, she's not actually a woman. And the husband's like, "Not a woman, not a woman." I love Willow. Willow's such a good fucking movie. I love it. Enhance. You know, fuck it. We're just gonna go again, because I think my shit's good. I love upgrading my horse to be even better horse. I should! Actually, I forgot I could upgrade horse. You know what, you're right. Can I upgrade horse? Enhance horse, please. Enhance horse. I need horse. I need better horse. Amalgamate horse. Buy horse. Fuck. Sell horse? Make the strongest of horse. I mean, technically he's an accessory, right? Arrange. Select. I would love to buy a better horse. Damn it. You got me excited. I think I have to just find better horse. Okay, ballot info. So I gotta rescue everybody, defeat all the messengers before they reach the garrison. Virility. Whatever. Let's just go. Years pass since Gus set out on his journey. He bids Goto farewell, and then bypassing a certain village, learns of a shocking fact. A hunt was called for a band of thieves led by Casca. Guts did not know what happened in the year that he was away. The Band of the Hawk were supposed to be the heroes of Midland. Why are they being pursued as thieves? And what could have happened to Griffith? Guts set out onto the battlefield, looking for answers. Your love for me is like a truck. Berserker! You care about Deltarune? Sorta. I mean, I'm like mildly interested in it. It's the sequel, right? Is he dead? Let's go. Onward! Onward, horse fuckboy! Oh yeah, I forgot, he already released one of the episodes, right? It was, but the beginning episode, I don't know, we'll talk about it here in a second. I'm not done yet. King's Blade could suck my pee-pee. I'm coming for shit. Can I? No, I can't. I'm sorry, Farrell. Turnip brother. You got the COVIDs. It's no good. Head to the garrison. You bandits. Oops. I just want some bases just in case. Enemies inside, get them! What? This motherfucker grabbed me from a mile away. Alright, time to die, bitch. I'll draw a Robert worthy of your sketch build. A Robert. Let's do it. Oh, I forgot about these nerds. These guys are in the second season, whatever the fuck it is. Give me a second. I need my special powers or whatever. I need my pissed off a meter. Pretty sure that's the technical term. Hey, they track so well. Oh. No, he's not dead. He's not dead. I want to kill him. You fucking coward. How did you see that grab? You motherfucker. Alright, well. I'm gonna have to come back for you, idiot. Excuse me. Pippin, hey, what's up, Pippin? Gotsu. Alright, you're fine. No problem, dude. You were the coolest one out of all of them anyway, I think. Pippin is on the move. Gotta go this way. Oh, this fuckboy. I'm making quick work of this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Gaston, my other dude. He was like my general. Oh, I'm gonna reunite everybody. Cause Guts is the coolest dude ever. I'm so angry! No problem. See you, dude. Bye. Bazooso. More like Bazsnoozo. I said it. I fucking said it. Dickard! Guts! Who do I have to... Wait. But who the fuck is hitting Rickard? It's gotta be one of these guys that is triggered, basically. Where are you going, Rickard? Oh, there we go. Alright. Coming. Go, 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 go. Hey, guys. Bye. I got you. I saved you. You're fine. You're so cool, Guts. Rickard is on the move. Fuck, that's blocked off. Oh, because they jumped down. Get out of the way. Oh, now I get to head to the hideout? You guys have fun. I'll be there in I guess, a bit. Judo's cool. I like judo. Desperate battle? What the fuck? Just fuck it. Clear it all out. Get it out of here. Just kidding. I need 5 more. I need 5 more of you idiots to jump in front of me. There's so much noise! I love it! Jeez. Hello! Okay, bye. Where? Shit. Quickly rescue Casca. Oh, great. She's on the other side. Ow, that hurt. Is the frame rate dying? I don't think it was.
勝負あった。剣を捨て部下どもに降伏するよう命令するならばよし。
でなければこのままそっくり切り落とす。3つ数える。選べ。1つ。
Me too, Steven. I would have taint kicked that dude so fucking hard. Just a solid fucking boot to the taint.
キリッとしろよ、仙人長。
貴様が高野団の切り込み隊長だったとはな。
You bitch. You motherfucker. Oh, hey.
貴様に我が当術の武具を打ち破ることができるかな。
つくづく大道芸人が似合ってるぜ、あんた。剣士にしとくには惜しい。
God damn it. How do you get iframes off of that? Does it? Does it mean thunder? Oh, okay. There we go. I don't give a shit. Fucking paste that asshole. No, he didn't live. I actually recently learned of those whip swords. Like that they actually existed. I think they were of African design and they are fucking scary as shit. Look at that. Judo fucking saving lives! Cause he's a cool dude! They're pretty fun. No, they're scary. They're dangerous for everybody involved. When's Dreamcast Berserk? I don't know when is Dreamcast Berserk. I need to acquire a Dreamcast again.
ガッツが出ていった後、グリフィスすごく落ち込んでたよ。
A whip that can pierce the heavens.
グリフィスはきっとガッツとのことで。
Monka Monka
この1年で仲間は5分の1に減っちまった。
There are some really good Dreamcast games. The controller is just an abomination.
だがそれでもマシな方さ。
And I used to have a Dreamcast.
キャスカがリーダーをやって
And
な
a
かった
Saturn.
高野団自体残っちゃいないよ。正直あいつには少々酷だと思う。しかし今の俺たちには
That's kind of
他に
cool.
選択の余地はない。生き延びるためには。ま、俺たちだってただ逃げ回ってたわけじゃない。近いうちにこの1年練り込んだ計画を実行に移す。グリフィスを救出する。
Okay.
ここに残った連中はボロボロさ。だが抜けようってやつはいない。誰もここに残れと強要しているわけじゃないんだぜ。結局ここに残った連中は
Who would think? Just don't rescue Griffith and what would happen? Everybody would be happy, or at least better. Everybody would be alive.
グリフィスを助けるんじゃない。グリフィスなしじゃ始まらないのさ。高野団は。
Yeah, just fucking let him die. Who cares anymore? It's been a year. He's dead. Rationalize it. Yeah, the world doesn't descend into demon fuckery.
それはそうと。お前の方は何をやってたんだこの1年。
山にこもってこいつを振ってた。
で、見つかったのか例の。
Half dead twink. He's a He's, well, half dead, full twink for sure.
いや、感じた。どうやら俺はこれを振る以外のやり方じゃ何も実感が持てない。何も答えを出せない将軍らしい。
真顔でそこまで言えりゃ上出来じゃん。よろしく頼むぜ、切り込み隊長。
元切り込み隊長だろ。
コルカス。
俺たちが一番大変な時にそいつはここにいなかったんだ。そんな野郎
I, for one, am happy Corcus gets his dick ripped off.
まあ昔のことは目をつぶるとしても、今のてめえは正真正銘のよそ者だ。けじめだけはきっちりつけろよな。
ああ、わかってる。
I really feel like, yeah, he does turn up. I really feel like Bloodborne took the idea of Berserk, and I know this sounds weird, but I think Bloodborne did it best when describing the twist, I guess. So like when you gain enough insight and you start seeing weird shit and all this weird fuckery starts coming out more and more. I feel like Bloodborne did it a bit better than Dark Souls did, because Dark Souls, it was fucked from the start. You're just like, okay. But I think the twist a little bit of Bloodborne, where it went from fucked up to even more fucked up, or even worse fucked up, maybe it did a better job describing that kind of feeling you get when the eclipse happens in Berserk. Well, even with Zod, you're still not sure, right? You're still not entirely. He was the foreshadowing, 100%. He was the foreshadowing, and I guess they kind of tried to do that with like Taurus Demon. You know, Taurus Demon is your first encounter with demons, but you really don't get much in between that, I think.
グリプスも高野団もお前がめちゃくちゃにした。
俺がなんで？
そこまでバカかお前は。グリプスが欲しがったのはお前だけだ。お前だけがグリプスの隣にいたんだ。
Man, I 100% fucking I much prefer 2D animation than to 3D animation. But this is actually still good though. Penis ape? Are you talking about the goat? I'm thinking of something else. I think it's the goat you're talking about. Right? Turn it. Because like everybody's in that weird fucking oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like the goat sex cult. Yeah, the fuck cult. It's pretty much what that was. Fucking get over it, Casca. Jesus, man. Proto-Slanesh garbage.
自分が消えてしまいそうだったから。
キャスカ。
でももういい。私疲れちゃった。あとお前がやる。
In the original, like the original anime, Casca wasn't as whiny, I feel, as the remake or whatever. See, I didn't watch the remake. I just watched the original, and then I went to the after the golden age where Guts is searching for Casca.
たく何考えてんだ。いいか、てめえは金輪際崖に近づくんじゃねえ。
Yeah, exactly, Steve.
二度も三度も引きずり落とされたんじゃたまんねえぞ。
私から全てを奪ったやつの殺してやりたいと思ってるのにバカ。いつも怪我してるな、私のせいで。いつも血流してるな、お前。
Buck. Petterhead. Buck. So I don't necessarily mind this scene, I guess, to a degree. What I really get irritated about the most, though, is I guess everybody thinking that they don't have their own direction without Griffith, and when when Guts goes out and forges his own path because he doesn't want to be like just a fucking second in command, like he's the one to blame for, like, everybody, you know, gets pissed off at him because he wants to have his own fucking life and not have to sit here and just blindly follow Griffith or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't mind them, like, in this, reinforcing the relationship that Casca and Guts have, or are developing, you know? Yeah, and I get that, and it could be a lot of different things, I guess. Turnip, that, you know, the king seed or whatever the fuck. Who doesn't get horny real fast? You know, there's a lot of unanswered questions, I guess, if you just watch the anime, because I haven't read the manga, although I'd like to. Like, how does Griffith have this much influence everyone? If he is destined to be a demon, or, you know, that demon king, essentially. That definitely has, you know, a factor in all of it. But I wish they would, like, hint at, instead of it just being like, why aren't you following Griffith? It's like, because, motherfucker. Guts just wants to find his own path. And I, being a independent person, I get that. And that's fair too, Turnip. Maybe it's my own perspective on it. Oh, I didn't know that either, Steve. That's fucked. I like Griffith's descent, though. Oh, really? See, I didn't watch the movies. I'm sure it mentions it in the manga. Yeah, these have to be from the movie. Wasn't it like a 4-parter or some shit? I don't know. I just wanted to watch the original, and then I continued after that.
渇望の福王よ。
It's a few movies. Oh, okay. All I want to know is when are we watching fucking Macross Plus? That's the real question. Because I always love going back and watching Macross Plus. Bam 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 bam. And that's what? A 2-part movie, I believe. I've got the DVDs still somewhere, but yeah. What? There's a well, all right, hold up. Yeah, I'll play the Macross Musou game. Popstar take over an audience with the psychic powers. And then, you know, take a plane over and try to fucking murder everybody. Cause she's a jealous bitch. I would play a Robotech Saga Musou game in a heartbeat, just for the terrible voice lines. Hold on.
そういやガストン、お前ウィンダムで仕立てよう。
そうなんすけどね。高野団がこんなになっちまったって聞いたら、いても立ってもいられなくって。隊長だってそうなんでしょ。こんばんは。飲みましょう。切り込みたい。再結成だ。
There's one on Vita? Man, I may have to get an emulator or something then. I meant load up my properly purchased Vidya game. Actually, no, there is. Oh, hold on. Well, whatever. I'll have to look up the name of it.
よく見つけたな、こんな抜け道。
内通者がいるのさ。
グリフィスを救いたいと思っているのは私たちだけじゃないということだ。
けどよ、
Delta Scramble.
連中が。
高野団の方ですか。
シャーロット。
お待ちしておりました。本当に来てくださったのですね。
お姫さん。内通者ってのは。
はい、私です。
My dad wanted to fuck me, so, you know, I kinda don't like that. Jesus Christ. This whole series is like rife with just pure fucked upness.
この穴どこまで続いてんだ。
遠い昔、今から1000年ほども前の話です。当時は戦乱の時代。その動乱に終止符を打つ者が現れました。
There's just a lot of deplorable acts.
彼は大陸全土にわたる大帝国を一代で築きました。その素性は謎に包まれていますが、大変な戦上手で、戦いの際にはいつもドクロをかたどった仮面をつけていました。
Look familiar?
聞いたことありますよ。ドクロの王様の話。でも力に溺れた王様は神様が使わせた5人の天使に都ごと滅ぼされてしまったって。
4人じゃなかった？
It's not Skull Knight.
そのおとぎ話とこの穴がどうつながるんだ。
おとぎ話ではありませんわ。少なくともその都は実在したのです。この縦穴の奥底に。
You dumb fuck. Alright, cool, Teagle. Have a safe drive home. Oops, 4 angels. 4 kings! We all know when I fight 4 kings, there's probably 7 of them. I'm never prepared for 4 kings, and I don't know why. I really don't know why.
グリフィス。
グリフィス様
Griffith-sama!
誰かいる。
I do appreciate that they like fucked Griffith up. Like they fucking beef jerkied his ass. Unhollowed beef jerky.
下も。キャスカ、鍵だ。キャスカ。
Meanwhile, Judo's the only one with the head on his shoulders.
来るな。
Nope, nope, nope. Just cover him back up. Just cover him back up. He ain't pretty anymore. They fucked him up big time. Guts. Yeah, they probably skinned his ass to a degree. Alright, who do I have to kill? That's what we come down for. Because as soon as this is done, as soon as we spring them, we know what the fuck is happening. I think most of us do, anyway. Yeah. Woo! Let's hope they don't show what happens to fucking Casca. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna imply it. They implied the sex that Guts and her had, so. Otherwise, the next stream that you guys are seeing me will be on fucking YouTube. Ah, fuck it. Defeat 50 enemies within time limit. Judo and the communities must open the gate before the wagon arrives. Successfully protect Gaston. Defeat the entire enemy garrison within the time limit. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do. Oops. Guts rejoins the Band of the Hawk, now led by Casca. No one knows why Griffith was in prison or why he was labeled as a traitor. Thanks to Charlotte's guidance, Guts and his party sneak into Windham and successfully rescue Griffith, who had been confined in the dungeon, but Griffith had been kept and tortured in the dungeons for too long, and both his body and spirit are broken. To make matters even worse, a force sent out to catch them passes near. Bam bam bam! Come on, bitch! Gutsuda. Yep, it's me. It's Gutsman. Harvey Gutsman, attorney at law. That's me. Yeah. Gather around, please. Gatsu! Come on, you assholes. Fuck it. work out that stretch. Best, what are you doing, piss pants? Where's my horse?
ここは足にお任せを。
よし、一丁上がり。
No, 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 no.
旧国の英雄が敵となるとは。
隊長は先へ。このくらいオイラたちで何とかします。
You can tell me I can't get through this fucking door? That's right. Let me through this door. I'm a big, strong gutsman. Everybody just fucking get in my face.
奴らを取り押さえる。
捕まってたまるもんか。
Fuck off, dude.
俺がやる。
Dyson, Jerp was saying that. I've never watched One Piece, so I
足もいいとこ見せなきゃいけねえんで。
王の命令だ。悪く思うだ。
fucking sit down, asshole. I need to save Gaston. Shit, I can't get to that yet. I'm coming! Did he kill them all? Oh, never mind. Wait, let's just check on him. Hiya! Horsepower! Alright, you guys are fine. There was somebody from Law and Order that voice acted on Animu. Eh. I'm pretty sure that's Lumiere or whatever his name was. Preparing the wagon's departure, but I'm gonna open up all these gates and fuck people up, so... Oh, that's true. Like, I don't not know of an actor that hasn't fucking played in Law and Order. Yeah, it's insane. I need mad juice. Give me my anger juice. That was a quick fucking capture. Excuse me, guys. Casca, please. This is not a desperate battle. This is just you two fucking about. There. You're fine. Berserker. I like how there's a block button in this game. Fuck if I want to use it. There's a block suggestion, basically. Come here, guys. Come here. Over here. Oh, look what happened. They all fucking... I don't know who this is, but I want to kill him. Gaston is agitated. I gotta go save my boy. I'm coming, Gaston. Perfect. I don't know where little shit went. Now that we've eliminated the entire population. Oh, you'll meet him again. Actually, I don't even know. That was fucking easy as hell. I just had to go berserk. Fuck. Oh my god. Hey, little shit. Sorry for the wait, Griffith. I had to kill a shit ton of people. He can't talk back anyway, so it's fine. Hey, little pup. Do shit somewhere I should be concerned of, or can it wait? Well. That's what a band-aid can't fix.
そうだな。早いとこ本体と合流しねえと。
水と食料のご用意ができました。ご協力感謝します。
I mean, like, obviously these are...
もちろんです。私信じてますから。
She's way too smiley.
たちは決して謀反なんて企てたりしないって。
あと少しだ。みんなが待ってるぞ、グリフィス。
Griffith. It's a very odd pronunciation for me. His name in Japanese. It's kind of nifty. You get to basically watch a bit of the movies while you're playing the game, right? It's like 120 hours that was touted. Whoa. This fucking dumb puppy, I swear.
どうなんだ、ジュド。グリフィスの容体は。
俺は医者じゃないからな。詳しいことは。
お願い。
手も足も剣ごと持っていかれてる。立ち上がることも剣を握ることももう。
What the fuck was that, Bess?
みんな急げ。今夜中には国境を越えるぞ。
国境を越えて、その後は、その先はどうするんだ。
Bess! What you doing? Where you going? Huh? Huh? Alright, let me use the bathroom real quick, guys. I'm going to just take a quick pee-pee. And then, like, make sure the dog hasn't shat completely everywhere. I'll be right back. Come here, stupid! this bone? Huh? You want this bone? Is it? Oh, you're sitting all pretty. You want this bone? Huh? Do you want this bone? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I get to pick you up first. Puppy cam. Puppy cam. I can't take a long pee-pee. What the fuck? Do you want this bun? Is that what you want? You want this bun? You were all about it earlier. The fuck? The fuck, Bess? Okay. You want this? Oh, it fell out of your bed. Go get it. She'll chew on that for like 5 minutes. And then... I hope it's longer than that, but... Griffith's body. What are these nightmare fuel emotes that you have? Oh, okay. Haha, cat. Okay, they're not too nightmarish. I just didn't know what the hell that last one was. Griffith's balls. I'm missing one. Fuck it, whatever. Stop, Daizen! Guts and others rescued Griffith, making haste to reunite their friends, but the king sends his worst after them. The Black Dog Knights, inhuman in both appearance and strength. Once again, Guts finds himself trapped in a nightmare. Knights of the... I wonder if Jerp is still working. He had some late night stuff he had to take care of last night. I was gonna see what he was doing next. Maybe we can raid him or some shit after. Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
鷹狩りの前に 知と英気を養っていくとするか。俺のモットーなんだ。楽しく刺激的にってな。
That's fucked up.
追ってです。黒犬騎士団が来ています。黒犬騎士団、罪人たちを徴用した兵団だ。ミッドランド軍でも一番荒っぽい連中さ。前の戦じゃ悪さが過ぎて辺境送りになったって聞いてたけど、こいつは噂以上にタチが悪いぜ。
Oh no. Battle prep. I'm always shopping for new shit, but I don't think I can enhance anything anymore, so. Right, it doesn't go above 10. Oh, veteran's cuff. Ah, right. I might as well, right? I never encountered them then. Damn, that took a lot. Return to monkey. Give me all death blow. I want to murder everything death blow, death blow. That's really all I want. I just want to paste everything constantly, so. It reminds when you say like monkey, it reminds me of San from MVC 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. How do I prestige this or whatever the fuck? Maybe I can't. Alright, we did enough. I want to murder stuff. Pellet info. Defeat Waluigi more than one time before the wagon reaches the escape point. Successfully stop the enemies. Destroy all powder barrels. And defeat the fucking douchebag. Alright, cool. Guts and his party escape from Windham. Unable to walk, Griffith is put in a wagon. Thus, they make haste to meet up with their friends who eagerly await Griffith's return. To wipe Griffith from existence, the King of Midland unleashes his worst, the Black Dog Knights. The Black Dogs are an abominable rogue group made up of Midland's cruelest fiends and true dogs of heck. We don't curse in this stream. Ever. Got him.
先に行け。頭、奴ら今後も同じような罠を仕掛けてるに違いねえですぜ。だから。
ああ、やだやだ。死ぬの生きるのなんて言ったら人生損しちゃうよ。
I gotta get my mad juice up.
こいつら何人ぶった切っても少しもひるまねえ。
It's fine.
こいつら恐怖に駆り立てられていやがる。
Come here, you fucker. Gotcha. Give it a little stretch. I fucking hate people that swear too. Goddamn heathens. It's like, do you have any fucking class? Stop swearing. Dickheads. Kill me, please. Bye, friend. Get out of here. Who these people think they are?
噂に高い鷹の段、たっぷりと味わわせてもらおうか。生きのいいのがいるじゃねえか。俺にも遊ばせろ。
こいつの異様な殺気。この感じは。
Come here, idiot.
あいつと同じ。しかしなぜだ。どうしてあんなものが俺やグリフィスの前にばかり現れる。
What? That's bullshit. Oh, bullshit. Fucking hit me. I haven't lost shit for health. Let's go. Let's fucking go! The fuck out of my house. Also, you all get out of my house. Temporarily retreat? No, don't stop me. I want to kill them all as they spawn, please. This is not a true Muso game. Motherfucker. Let's go. He flew away.
そうか。ゾッドの牛バカが言ってたのはお前さんか。こりゃ思いもよらぬ前夜祭になりそうだな。さあ遊ぼう。
I have to hurry to his rescue? What? I'm busy, Pippin! That's not what I meant to do. Get the fuck out of here. Look at that. Can't believe it's literally Do I have to run all the way down to there now? Ugh. Alright, you fucking idiots. Bye. Come on, Pippin. I'll be back for you. I am the best. Hey, Bess! It's like she heard her name. Bess, Bess! Splat! Let's just make short work of this. Oh my god. Are you guys gonna be able to handle yourselves? No. Pippin, you need to get the fuck over here, dude. I need to go and save Pippin. Otherwise, he's not gonna be able to make it back. Pippin, come on. Psst, 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 psst. Come on. Let's go kill people, Pippin. Hey, Bess, what are you doing? Bess. Oh, see, I gotta go save him. Bess. Come on, girl. Yeah, no problem, man. What? Why are you between my legs? Get out of here, dog. What are you... Let it loose. Ah. Oh no, I want to kill him again. What are you doing, Bess? A formidable enemy. Alright. Excuse me. Nice.
どうしたの君たち震えちゃって黒いの騎士団心得エンジョイ&エキサイティングそういうこと忘れちゃダメだよ頑張るね
This will make it super fast if I do it this way. Whee! You guys running? What's the matter? It's a fucking matter! Fuck it. I wanted to open up the chest with virility.
なんちって。
怪獣かあれは。
Is he a monster? Baka? What?
お待たせ。
Come here, you fucking idiot.
こりゃいよいよまずいか。
いや、
I need to.
ギリギリ間に合った。
Just let me kill him!
よっしゃー。野郎ども。全軍突入リ。あれ？
What the fuck is happening?
もうダメでさ。
Whee!
場所に。
なに？祭りはこれからだってのに。たく。うちの連中は。
Come here, you fucking idiot. Come here! Come here! I'm gonna give you another butthole.
ここは一丁。おいらが盛り上げてやるとするか。
God. Is this where he gets a big pee-pee? Oh. Here we go. He should have the cock tongue. Okay, fair enough. Oh, well, that's... I can 100% fight him. I will 100% fight him.
あの時とは別の。
Telling me I can't fight him? Motherfucker! Make well decision, blind spot him, tag from behind. Okay. Alright.
こいつとはこいつらとはどうしてもケリをつけなくちゃならねえんだ。自分の剣で通用するのか。
Over here. Come attack me.
この怪物に
Attack me, shitlord. What did you just eat? I'm like stuck on him, so fuck it. I don't care. I'm fine. Okay, I'm not that fine, but still, I'm fine enough. Yeah, say look. Get out of here. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, he eats the big, okay. Okay, alright. Horse, come here. Horse. Haha. Uh-huh. Oh, I kind of ran into that, didn't I? I need to get this off! I got him! Fuck him. パパラパー。
勝てたのか。
死ぬの。いやだ死にたくないよ。
Stab him in his dumb fuck face.
早く呼び出せ。あの方たちを。シンクのベヘリとハオの卵。呼び出せ。それを使って我らが守護天使を4人のゴッドハンドを
ゴッドハンド。
てめえはずっとノスフェラトゥずっとてめえ何のつもりだ。あの方たちの命令か。いやそんなはずねえ。望むままを行う、それが俺たち使徒の唯一の戒律のはずだ。そうだ、俺がここで貴様を引き裂いたとしてもそれもまた俺の自由。
Interesting.
てめえに聞きたいことがある。食って何なんだ。この猿の化け物のことじゃねえのか。てめえの言ってた逃れられない死ってのはこいつのことじゃねえのか。間もなくわかる。すぐに。おい
Oi! He just disappears. Zod vanishes from sight. Man, I can't turn that down at all, can I? God, I know what that picture is. It's just fucked up. They chose that picture to reveal with behelots or king testicles, eggs. Man, I should have bought a coffee today.
おい、冗談だよな。あのグリフィスがこれからじゃなかったのか。グリフィスが戻ってきてこれからじゃなかったのかよ。わけもわからねえうちに罪人にでっち上げられて一年中
Matt
逃
Damon
げ回って仲間も半分以上殺されて、それでもグリフィスさえ帰ってくりゃって信じた挙句がこれかよ。
どうするんですか。これから俺たちどうするんですか。 鷹の団が全滅したわけじゃないんだ。このままキャスカ隊長が。
グリフィスあっての鷹の団。それはみんな分かっているはずだろう。ここに残ってるものならなおさら。
だけどそれじゃ俺たち。
おい、お前ら。
Shut the fuck up.
別動隊が合流するまでまだ間がある。それまで考えさせてくれ。お前、さっきみんなに何言おうとしたんだ？
自分で挑んだ戦の蹴りぐらい自分でつけろってさ。
強いな、お前。自分で挑んだ戦だから自分からやめられないこともあるだろう。そのセリフを今のグリフィスに言えるのか？みんな弱いんだ。弱いから人や夢にすがってる。すがるものをなくしてしまった人には何かしてあげられるのかな。
Guts his
優
face.
しい言葉をかけること。
It just looks so fucking silly there.
私は誰かにそばにいてほしかった。
That's a little bit more appropriate. that look, not the previous look.
お前どうすんの？これから。また武者修行か？
お前は？
居残った連中誘って盗賊でも始めるか。そうすりゃグリフィス一人くらい面倒見られるだろ
う。だったら俺も。
Welcome back, Tico.
お前はもう抜けた人間だろう。お前はもう自分の戦を始めちまったんだからな。
Not much. We saved Griffith and then defeated Wild or Weld or however you pronounce his name.
出ないとあいつ。
Give me a sec. I'll be right back while this is playing.
隊長。
ガッツ隊長。
また一人でどっか行っちまうんですか？
お前ら。
今度は俺たちも連れて行ってください。切り込み隊全員で決めたんです。
アシュラ。
Alright.
まだまだやれますぜ。
まだまだ。
隊長さえいてくれれば。傭兵だって。
Maida. Maybe I should play more anime games. What do you want, little girl? You're being whiny back there. Oh. Well. As the sunlight fades, the world is enveloped in darkness. Before their eyes, the impossible is happening. Monstrous creatures attack, eating everyone alive. Guts wanders the strange world, trying to find his friends he believes are fighting to survive. Well, I can't get into Monster Hunter. I don't know why. I just can't. Oh, here we go. Yakuza, yeah, possibly. I have a few of those games. And Yakuza's funny. I was gonna say, doesn't he fall on her?
Casca.
ガッツ。
グリスは
うん、今眠ったところ。
どうかしたか？
何がだ？
おい、なんだよ。どうかしたか？
違うんだ。これは何でも。
なんでもないのに泣くのかよ。グリフスがどうかしたのか？
やめて。違うんだ。
おい。
ごめん、いけない。
え？
私、前といけない。グリフスがあんなに痩せ細って、あんなに軽く、あんなに震えて、誇り高いグリフスが置いていけない。今のグリフスを置いてなんていけない。ごめん。
俺も残る。鷹の段に残って、俺も。
プロムロー図鑑でのこと覚えてる？
え？ああ。
だったらお前は行かなくちゃ。お前がグリフィスの対等のものなら、友達なら一人でも行かなくちゃ。
It's a shame they couldn't find her a more him a more comfy helmet to wear when sleeping. No, I like my Christmas tree ornament.
何を怯えているの？行こうよ。まだ遊び足りないよ。夕日はまだ沈んじゃいない。グリフス！
なんだ、馬の暴走か。
まさかグリフスが今の話を。
バカな、会うのがやっとだ。児童たちに知らせてくれ。
Oh no, just let him go. just Actually, it doesn't really matter. He still finds the helmet.
So, 俺は少し休みすぎた。もう行かなくちゃ。この遊びはまだ終わってはいないのだから。
See, we still got plenty of game to play. Even Griffith says it.
続いているのだから。
Whee! And now he's gonna find it. That freakishly weird-faced fucking egg. It's got some airtime there. Yeah, yeah, 100%. In shallow ass water too. He's got a broken arm. Yep, here we go. Or, as Mario would say, here we go! They look so happy.
なんだ。
今お前に触れられたら俺は二度と二度とお前を
I knew it! This is a lot less red than in the original. This was all like very much so flesh and blah. A lot less, yeah, exactly.
あるはずね。これは夢だ。俺たちは夢を見てるんだ。
落ち着け。わからないことは考えるな。できることをやるんだ。エンジン防御を組め。今敵に襲われたら全滅だぞ。ジュノ、コルカス、ガンド、ビビ。人数を確認して実験を整えろ。
玉だぜ。
クロスボウを持っている者に矢を渡せ。
グレース、大丈夫か。ベヘリット。
ビエリット。
時が来た。大いなる野菜の時が216年に一度の宴の時。食が
ショック。
来るぞ。おいでになられる。来る。あの方たちが来るぞ。来る。我らが頂上たる者たちの王。4人の守護天使の降臨だ。
This is where nudity comes in. It's Pog.
集った人の作り
Every time I see him, I think of Mars Attacks.
因果律に選ばれし巫女高よお前は選ばれし者この時この地にあるよ
What is the funny?
大
Yeah.
いなる神の御手により定められし者我らが眷属渇望の福王なり
ざけんな。ざけんじゃねえぞ。
ガッツ。
ミコだと眷属だとバカ言ってんじゃねえぞ。こっちらこいつの裸だって拝んだことあるんだ。こいつには尻尾の一本も生えちゃいねえ。
美しい友情だこと。あなた、さぞかし良い生贄になることでしょうね。
生贄？
そう、彼が魔王になるための尊い生贄。
そのシンクのベヘリットを手にした時からお前は魔王の資格を得ていたのさ。
それは我ら守護天使ゴッドハンドに転生することのできる覇王の卵なの。そしてあなたたちは天使降臨のための大切な生贄。
It's gotta make you feel good about your place in his station, right?
やっぱこりゃ夢だ。
I followed and supported you, Griffith. Now sacrifice me, please.
俺たちの命と引き換えに。
少し違うわね。それをするのは彼の意志。彼はあなたたちを生贄に捧げるの。
God, that was a terrible model of judo. Fuck.
そんなわけねえだろ。そんなことあるはずが。
すべては因果の流れの中にこれより高魔の儀を執り行う。高魔の儀に祭壇へ。
That's the red that we want. Dark burgundy, that's true. The OG was just like, we're gonna make you feel really uncomfortable about this.
恐ろしいか、お前ほどの者が教場の者としての我らがか、それともお前がこれからたどる未来か。積み上げるがよい。お前に残されたすべてを一言心の中で唱えよ。捧げると。
Yeah, pretty much, Tico. They're so, it's so heavily influenced. If like you go, through, I'm just, you know, watching through the movies or the original series or playing this. Which I mean, it's just the movies too, but still. The ambient moans and wailing of the tortured and blah blah blah. Weird fucked up demons.
何千何万という敵味方の中で唯一お前だけが俺に夢を忘れさせた。
It's because Guts is handsome.
続ける。
ゴルベス
因果律により束ねられし糸は今結ばれた。約束の時来たれ。
Oh, sweet. I didn't think I was actually gonna be playing this part. I thought it would just go through the full scenario of being like, well, guess you're fucked. Alright, let's see. Reach the target destination within the time limit. I could do that. I should be able to do that. I gotta stop by the shop first, though. Before I go anywhere. There's a little vendor in hell. That's not really hell. Wherever the demons are chilling right now. Maybe I'll do blue just to up all those stats. I'll do red. Alright. The Eclipse. As the sun dies, the fifth angel shall appear. Griffith sacrifices the Band of the Hawk to fulfill his own dream. The world is swarmed by hordes of unearthly monsters, and the sacrificed Band of the Hawk are being eaten alive. Guts wanders the strange world, trying to find his friends he believes are fighting to survive. I have to say, though, this game has some pretty quick load times. Get fucked, dummy. I love the sheer tenacity of fucking Guts. He's the epitome of fuck you. Like, I love it so much. No, there's more red. Hi, friends. Oh, there's a horse there, so it's not just my friends. It's also. Let's go see if I can call my horse.
Casca! どこにいるんだ返事をしろ
Shut up. Defeat the question mark. Come on, question mark. I'm coming for you. I like how they make you bloody, though. Ah! I wonder if I can legitimately defeat this thing. Really? It might just be OBS or something? Oh, I bet it's the processing or some shit that Twitch is doing. It's not really tanking on my side, so I bet it's Twitch. Ah! Ah! You dirty bitch. Fuck it. Let's just use everything. Oh, that's salve. No, I wanted to use my super. My Supra. Whatever. Yeah, I bet everything looks okay on my end, but I bet it's Twitch. It wouldn't surprise me if it's fucking Twitch. I have dropped frames, but not a tremendous amount. We'll blame Twitch just to make me feel better.
こいつはたちの悪い夢なんだ。いつもの酒場で飲みつぶれただけなんだ。誰か早く俺を起こしてくれ。
Wake me up!
ジュド。いけると。そこにいるんだろう。なあ、頼むよ。地獄に女かよ。頼むから今は起こすんじゃねえぞ。
Oh my god, Corcus, you're such a fucking idiot, man.
ちくしょう、どうして俺ってやつはよ。
Bye.
すぐしく逃げ回ってるんだ
You
から。
fucking dummy.
だからいないん
You
だから
fucking dummy.
出てこいよ、早く。
頑張るわね、あの子。でも皮肉。あの子の生命力が強ければ強いほど、あの子の苦悶が続けば続くほど、それは新しい闇の命のかけがえのない糧となるの。
Oh, hey. Oh, hey!
あいつは化け物だ。勝てるわけがねえ。
There's a snake person, just like Dark Souls. Have fun. Get the fuck out of the face. Fuck face. Oh my god. Alright.
あいつのことだ。きっとでかいやつ相手に踏ん張ってんだろう。稼いに行かねえと。
I am really super glad that I expected a like death blow and shit. I just need to see if I can, I don't know, build my meter faster. Might as well get this guy first, right? Shit. Camera, just like Dark Souls. Fuck you and your stupid grab.
Daremo. 生きてないってのかよ。なんだって器用なお前なんだ。うまいこと切り抜けてるんだろ。返事くらいしろよ。
ジュド。
No.
バカ、どけ。このままじゃお前。
No, Judo.
どうして。キャスカ。
俺のナイフ。
当たった。やったぞ。
Got him all good like.
何言ってるんだ。最後まであがくって言ったのはお前だろ。自分の言ったことに責任を持て。さあ立て。
ガッツと違って華奢なんでな。
ヘラつ口を叩くな。
口だけですからね、俺は。
まったく。
本当、自分じゃもっと器用なやつだと思ってたんだけどな。
出ても連れて行くぞ。シュド、ダメだよ、私。
Okay. Everybody pause. I want to kill you. Off. Shit, I'm in blood. Shit. All right. You guys are being dookie butts. Oh my god. This guy tracks you like fucking crazy. There we go. Woo! That helps. I wish you had to do this all with just the knife. That'd be fucked up. No, it's not Pippin. It's Pippin, not Pippin. Oh, yep, nope, yep.
Pippin. Pippin! 生きてたのか? Pippin.
The mantle of evil. That sounds so lame, doesn't it? fucking Batman. I thought somebody was knocking on my door for Burbman. It's Harvey Burbman. Ugh.
キャスカを離せ。何やってんだてめえ。
I'm so slow. Man.
なんだと。
Where are the slowy thingies at? Excuse me, femto. Feminine toes. Fucking stop. No.
何が起きた。ここはどこだ。
Stop. Oh, okay. Woohoo! Oh my god, I can't. No! Fuck me. Alright, there's more of them this way? Excuse me, gentlemen. My god. Yeah. It does feel like he just cut and paste a lot of stuff. You assholes, come on. I need vitality bad, so I knew I had to get to that, but I don't know if I can get around this asshole. What? 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 Fucking stop it! I don't want to be. I'm the man who's always mad. Let me through. Shit, I need to get that right now. Oh, he's not even. It's not even on this side, is it? It's right in the fucking middle. Alright, well, at least I have this now, right? That's fine. I'd much rather be hit by that than the tornadoes. No! You fuck! No! Get out of my way, everyone. I'm gonna go to the left side now. Go, 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 go. Got him. Don't care. Fucking got him. Piece of shit. Yeah, poor Casca gets fucking ruined by this. Guts is like, fuck it. Oh, they just skim past where the fucking thing pierces his eye. They're specifically not super graphic with this. Which, I mean, I guess they had to do that to kind of pass it through to a degree, to not make it have like a mature rating. It's your boy. Spooky night. I don't give a fuck.
すべてを見通すことは不可能よ。私たちもまた神ではないのだから。それともボイド、これも定められた運命の一つ。
Yeah, I'd probably shit my pants too if I saw Mr. Skull Knight. Rickard!
いずれにせよ、時はもう流れ始めてしまったわ。5人目の天使は誕生してしまったのだから。
He's like, he's the lucky one. He's the only one that didn't get super fucked. There's Puck. He should have died and Judo should have survived. Let's be honest. Kill Rickard off. Let us have Judo again. Please. Everybody's thinking it. I'll say it. I don't care. Alright, let's get me a gun arm. Please.
そっちはダメだ。そっちはやべえんだ。ジュド、コルカス、ピピン。ダメだ。行くな。引き返せ。行くんじゃねえ。
Oh yeah, he doesn't get the cannon arm until later, does he? Well, no, it's all at the same time, right?
ガッツ、目が覚めたんだね。もうダメかと思ってた。4日もピクリとも動かなかったから。
God, I hate your haircut. Oh, no, it crashed. Yeah, it's the same arm. It's the same arm. Oh no, it just alt tabbed. Okay. Whew.
ねえ、あの竜巻の中で一体何があったの？グリフィスの救出は？
Scared me.
この怪我は？他のみんなはどうなったの？
他のキャスカはどこだ？
キャスカお姉ちゃんならあそこだよ。ほら。
She's just kind of batshit crazy now because she got fucking sexually assaulted by a demon. No big deal.
キャスカ。キャスカ。何の真似だよ。もういい。もう終わったんだ。
わからないんだ。ガッツだって覚えてないんだ。ガッツのことも俺のことも。
I really hate Rickard's haircut. I fucking hate that bowl cut so much.
ダメだよ。今無茶したら命に関わるよ。それに外には絶対出ちゃいけないってあの人が。
He looks like a peanut. That's true. Fucking Ringo over here. One man, too pissed off to die. Dude, it's gonna be great. You get a fucking crossbow and a cannon arm, you're fine. Sometimes you have to use your teeth, but it's okay. You become Fury Incarnate. Cause you straight fuck. Little fuckers.
やめろ。
気を強く持て、さもなくは取り殺される。生贄の烙印、それが闇の者どもを引き寄せるのだ。お前の肉体も、その血の最後の一滴までも、すべて闇の者に捧げられた供物なのだ。それが烙印を受けし者の定め。
Give me your sword. I want to murder shit. Ooh, do I get to play? Yeah, I do. Interesting. Hold on. Gotta stop at the store. There's always a shopkeeper around, so you never know. Do I have a new horse? Ooh, I do. Why haven't I fucking equipped that bad boy yet? Can I don't want to check controls. I guess I can't change my outfit. Defeat all the accursed spirits, find Casca, and defeat all the strong accursed spirits. Alright. No guarantee, but whatever. With the exception of Guts, Casca, and Rickert, the entire band of the Hawk has been wiped out. They were devoured by monsters after Griffith gave them up as his sacrifice. Guts barely manages to escape, losing his right eye and his left hand, and Casca loses herself from the shock. That's a PG way of saying shit. Yet Guts couldn't allow himself to lament his losses for long. Gripping his sword in his remaining hand, Guts declares war on the monsters that have killed his friends.
互いに重なりながら触れ合うことのない二つの世界の狭間にお前は立たねばならぬ。それが生贄の烙印を受けた者の定め。
定め定め定め。うるせえってんだよ。
Shut the fuck up.
二人顔で五択を並べるのは俺が取り殺されてからにしてもらおうか。生贄だ、クモスだ、定めだ。小難しい理屈並べてんじゃねえぞ。要するにこいつは戦だ。いつもと何も変わっちゃいねえ。
This is war. Hell yeah. Let's go, horse.
消えやがったぞ。
見つけたのだ。もう一つの松明を。
松明。キャスカ。
Where's she at? I'm already there.
戦ってのは最後に立ってたもん勝ちなんだよ。いいか、てめえは今地獄に叩き返してやるから、あの顔色の悪い連中に言っとけ。俺は殴られたら必ず殴り返す。俺を食い残したのは貴様らの運の尽きだってな。
Alright.
あの腐れ化け物どもも
Bye.
一匹残らず俺が狩り殺す。
Oh, wait. Does that door
これ
open?
が海鮮ののろしだ。
I was gonna say, that should open. Just out here not giving a fuck.
あんた一体何者なんだ。
奴ら人外の者どもにあだなす者、そうとだけ言っておこ
う。俺たちをあの裏山に運んだのはあんたか。
Over here, guys.
あの場所のことは誰にも話したことねえぞ。
さてな、私はただ安全な地にお前を運んだだけだ。あの山はかつて妖精どもの住みし地。闇の者どもから身を隠すにはうってつけだ。悪霊どもを近づけたくなくばあの場所を離れてはならぬ。日の次以降、あるいは深き森に足を踏み入れたならば、亡者どもが群れ集まってこよう。
おい、ちょっと待て。ってことはこの先ずっとあの穴蔵の中にいろってことか。
No, not gonna work. Oh, there's still more I gotta kill. Gotta slay them all. Luso game. There we go. God, even the growling sounds like shit you hear out of Bloodborne. The
さにもがく者よ。あの職を生き延びたるは紛れもなくこの力ゆえ。
Perfect!
Casca! 大丈夫か？
Ugh. Ugh. Mother, father.
キャスカどけ！何の真似だ！
Woo. That's a
その娘の子だ。
whew.
その娘、子を宿していたのだ。その宿したばかりの形にもならぬ胎児に魔が取り付いた。おそらくあの新しきゴッドハンドによって、それは生まれながらに魔の差がを受けた呪われし子だ。
それじゃこいつは。待てよ。
殺しておいた方がいい。それは人の子にあらず。いずれお前たちに災いをもたらすぞ。
うるせえ！ちょっと待てや！違う。こいつは魔物だ。仲間を食い殺し、キャスカをこんなにしちまった魔物の一匹。
Go for the field goal.
そうか。
そうか。
我の子か。塵になったわけではない。他の悪霊どもと同じ。光に追われ、より悪霊に近き場にずれたのだ。いずれまたお前たちの前に姿を現す。子は親を慕うものだ。魔は魔のやり方でな。さらばだ。我らもまた相まみえることもあるだろう。絵にしがあらば、人外どもを追うならば、その楽園の導きに従うことだ。それは強き魔に感応する。だが心するがいい。お前の行くは夜の道。闇に潜る者どもと対峙するとき、お前自身もまた闇に身を沈めていることを、良き旅をもがく者よ。
生贄の楽園、それは闇の者に捧げられた生贄の証。眠れぬ夜の始まりだった。
Just sleep during the day. Forehead. That's all you gotta do. Forehead. Give me a second. I'm gonna pause a moment. Checking my phone. All right. I think honestly, most people who are nuts would take the opportunity to become basically, I guess, an agent of darkness, if that means they get to completely destroy all other agents of darkness. Logical reasoning, I guess.
ガッツ、本当に言っちゃうの？
ああ。
ガッツは何も話してくれない。でも、本当は俺分かってる。信じたくない。信じたくないけど、鷹の段はもう。キャスカに何も言わなくていいの？
ああ。
ガッツ、本当はね、本当は俺思うんだけど、ガッツはここに残るべきじゃないかって。信じたくないけど、認めたくないけど、鷹の段はもう、冷たい言い方だけど、もういない人たちのための復讐よりも、今はキャスカのそばに。
終わってね。鷹の段はまだなくなっちゃいね。まだ俺たちがいる。この戦はまだ終わっちゃいね。キャスカを頼む。俺たちの対象だ。守ってくれよ。俺はキリコの隊長だからな。
Guts out here raiding demons. I love it.
その日、死せる太陽があまねく国々の上にあった。黙示録に曰く、ごたび太陽が死せるとき、新しき古き名の都の西に赤き湖が現れる。それは、すなわち5番目の御使いが舞い降りし証。御使いは闇の鷹なり、罪深き黒き羊たちの主にして、盲目の白き羊たちの王。世界に暗黒の時代を呼ぶ者なり。
復讐、戦、理由は何でもよかったのかもしれない。ただ一つ確かなこと。今は俺の中の何かどす黒い凶暴なもの。ただそれだけがこの両足を支えている。前へ踏み出せとせき立てる。
Deeper layers of the endless eclipse have been unlocked. Oh. Your maximum frenzy level is increased. Yeah, I get fucking madder now. Your pissed off-o-meter has increased. I guess they don't go into his arm then. Oh, excuse me. Uh-oh, we got events.
なんだこれは。あ、それドラゴン殺しだよ。
昔国王から不礼があってな。ドラゴンを撃ち殺せるような剣を献上しろと。そこで俺は鍛えてやったのよ。言われたままにドラゴンをぶっ殺せる剣を。
殺せるんですか？これなら本当にドラゴンを殺せるんですか？
I swear Goto is fucking Andre.
おめえの友達は何やらドラゴンとでもやり合おう形相だな。奴には2の勝ちすぎる相手なんじゃねえのか？ドラゴンってのは人間の手に負えねえからこそドラゴンなんだぜ。
Alright, let's see what this other event has. We may... I don't know, it's about 11 for me here. Plus, I need to get a little bit more food. I haven't had much today.
うちの父ちゃん、名工とか言って町じゃすんごく有名なんだから。 何でも作っちゃう天才だったんだ。
すごい。
すごい。
やってみたら父ちゃんに教えてくれるよう頼んであげる。
Alright, so what is this one? Dawn Spike Armor, gripping a Dragon Slayer, gigantic great sword forged by Godot and artificial lightning sets off them. This one looks like it's probably short. We'll do this one really quick. That's right. I don't know what that means, Guts, but I'm sure it's like, fuck with me and I'll murder you. Let's do this one real quick. Survive until morning. Find and defeat all the strong accursed spirits. Fuck, man. This is ghosty ghost ones. Give me a second. Oh my god, I'm getting spammed. Yeah. Yeah, it's me. Oh, hold on. You what? I can't even fucking see that one. Oh, okay. Sorry, taking a pause for a moment. I don't know how to use this. Of course they don't. Fuck off. Oh my god. Whatever. Alright, let's do this. I gotta get some food. A war is won by the last one standing. Guts still lives, and his war against the monsters continues. Guts dons black armor to fight those who live in the darkness, wearing an artificial iron hand made by Rickert, and bearing the Dragon Slayer, a gigantic great sword forged by Godot, the Black Swordsman's quest for vengeance now begins. The classic! Changing sub-weapons.
左手の義手、ずいぶんごっついが。リッケルトが何か仕込んだとか言ってたな。
The me! The cannon allows you to blow away enemies in front of you at a wide range with one powerful shot. However, after it is fired, it needs a long time to recharge before it can be used again, so use it with care. Also, by pressing and holding RB, you can execute a spinning cannon slice, which is very effective against strong enemies. Repeating crossbow. Holding RB, you can use the repeating crossbow to clear away your enemies from a distance. While holding down RB, you can aim okay. Straight fire, using and holding on. Okay. Cool.
兄ちゃんすげえ剣持ってんじゃねえか。置いてってもらおうか。
この場からとっとと消えた方がいいさ。
I just wanted to use it. Fuck you guys.
何言ってやがる。死ぬのはてめえの方だ。
待った。
命乞いか？もう遅え。今さら聞けねえよ。
ああ。
Like, if you saw this shit, I would just fucking run. Who the fuck thinks that this is a good idea to stick near this dude who is literally just fucking ruining people? You don't say. Strong accursed spirits. Where are you at? Oh, is that a new one? Oh, hey! How's it going? Where's this guy? He's dead. Ah, my butthole! I don't even think I really need that. Thank you. You gotta love this. Just the sheer brutality of it. It's so nice. Oh, whatever. Hey, one was close enough. Jeez. Holy shit. That combo was pretty fucking cool. Anime crossbow! Alright. That was good. That was good fun. The urge to kill, it pushes away the fear. Alright, that's fair, I guess. Alright, let's just make sure it saves, at the very least. We'll see if there's any events that we could watch. Guts has a new outfit. Oh, a black warhorse. Urge to kill, rising. Oh, no. I gotta walk this little derpy butt anyway. Alright, no events, it just saved. I think we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night. I gotta get some food. I gotta clean up my desk because it's a fucking mess. I gotta walk dogs. And I'm probably just gonna relax for the rest of the night. So you guys have a good rest of your night. I'll probably stream some tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be this or something else just to mix it up a little bit. But I'll probably stream tomorrow. It's been fun. I've been enjoying the shit out of this game because it's kind of a vacation from like super sweaty games, but it also is telling a story that I've mostly seen before. But yeah, it's been fun. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow if whoever is down for stopping by. So I'll see you all later.